news. It was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In motion comes the tight end left. They run. It's Gurley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Gun, gone. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run the option right here on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Goff now looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sharif Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is caught by Watkins. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. Touchdown, L.A. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down, Bridgewater. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On first down, it's Gurley. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball. Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. The play clock's running down. On second down, here's Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago. Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for. Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in. And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week. Excellent focus. To throw on second down is gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. A really good pickup of 28 yards. When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it. Here's Goff now on second down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. They'll run it now out of the gun. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. Right? Number 1 goal is what? Make playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. Bridgewater to throw it. It's Floyd on the right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. To throw, Bridgewater. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. There's just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. On 2nd down, Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run with Murray. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. To play in a tightly contested first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They go play action here on 1st down. And Rudolph has it left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyron Walker with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Bridgewater. Left side caught by Diggs. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Forbath will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Now it's gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Slot man moves right. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Bridgewater looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes, and when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Again, they run with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Second down, Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a little educational piece. I know a lot of people hear 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3. Those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now gone. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Austin, the man in motion left. Now a first down throw. Gone. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's gone. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good, and it's 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out now come the Vikings. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Alec Ogletree. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's go. Forward. Tiger. Tiger. Let's go. Way 90. Way 90. Forward. Forward.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Austin. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now Goff. And this one's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
To throw is gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. It's a gain of 14 there. And that leads to a Los Angeles 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Goff. Flush to his right. Going for it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 20! A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards on the ground. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Another carry now for Gurley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, Goff. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Goff to Austin that time for an L.A. first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on second down is gone. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Touchdown, L.A. Sammy Watkins with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Bridgewater on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Desperation time. 4th down, Bridgewater. Over the middle here to Rudolph. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Vikings a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The second down throw for Bridgewater. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They go play action. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Vikings on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They run with Murray. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for L.A., it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Minnesota...